Greetings and welcome to yet another musical adventure in time travel. Today I'm going to do a rendition of one of my favourite little examples of ancient Greek music. This is the famous first Delphic Hymn to Apollo. Bit of background about the Delphic hymns. There was actually two Delphic hymns discovered at Delphi. The Treasury of Delphi, they were actually inscribed in marble in the alphabetical musical notation that was used for ancient Greek music, whereby specific alphabetical symbols represented specific pitches, and the rhythm of the melody can be easily inferred from the syllables of the text which accompanies the actual melody. So the two Delphic hymns to Apollo, bit of academic debate there has been recently as to exactly what year they were written. According to old scholarship, the first Delphic hymn to Apollo, the tune I'm going to be playing, was written in 138 BC, written for the Pythian Festival. Pythian Festival was the Pythian Games. The Pythian Festival was dedicated to the god Apollo. The second Delphic hymn to Apollo was thought to be written in 128 BC, 10 years later for the Pythian Games. But I say, according to recent scholarship, it's more likely that both the Delphic hymns were written for the Pythian Games in 128 BC. That's a bit of background about when these amazing tunes were actually written. Back to how I'm going to perform the tune. First of all, the actual tuning I'm going to be using. This is an authentic ancient Greek tuning. First of all, the ancient Greek modes. This is called the Hypo-Lydian mode, which is the equivalent of F to F on the white notes of the piano. Very haunting sound. And also regarding tuning, the lyre here is tuned to what you call the ancients tuned their lyres and harps to just intonation. The difference between just intonation and boring modern equal temperament is that in just intonation, all the pitches between the notes are precisely mathematically calculated, so it's much purer sounding tuning, whereas modern equal temperament is a horrible compromise, so you can play in different keys, but what's lost in that compromise is the purity of tone. And the best example of that is if you play a chord on a piano in equal temperament, there's this horrible wow, wow, wow sound in between the notes, whereas you play a chord in pure just intonation, you get this beautiful purity of sound, which is absolutely lovely. So that's about the tuning of the piece. The ancient Greek lyre playing techniques I'm going to use in my performance of the first Delphic hymn is the technique of string stopping. On a diatonically strung lyre, to play accidentals which are clearly indicated in the unambiguous ancient Greek musical notation for the Delphic hymn, you've got to actually use your knuckle as a fret on the string and to shorten its length by the required semitones indicated by the music. Let me just give you an example of a section of the hymn that uses this. As you can see, I'm using my knuckle of my thumb as a fret on the string to shorten the length to create the required semitones. Anyway, to hear a studio version of the Delphic hymn on my lyre, please check out my quite frankly amazing album called The Ancient Greek Lyre, which you can find on iTunes, Amazon, as well as other less well-known digital distributors, for example CD Baby. And also to hear lossless audio files or 320 kilobytes per MP3s for all you hi-fi geeks out there. You can download it from Bandcamp. The physical CD of the ancient Greek lyre is also available, as are all my albums from Reverb Nation. For all details on this and my many other albums, please check out my website www.ancientlyre.com. Anyway, enjoy the music. Bye for now. you.